Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel, Chikatina Hairs. Okay, so today we are learning about the identification of human hairs through their various methods of testing. And we have about 3 basic patterns of testing the human hairs to differentiate them from the blend or the high temperature fiber and possibly the synthetic ones. So the first of them is burning test. What do I mean by burning test? Burning test is simply using maybe a lighter or any light source, right, to take a few strands of the hair, then put it under the light source, maybe flame preferably. And at the end of the day, we should be able to know if actually it's a human hair. If it is a human hair, you will see the hair strands burn into ashes. And at the process of the burning, you will notice this pattern of a kind of maybe where an animal is being roasted, an animal skin is being roasted, right? And I have a simple illustration here. See, I just burned a few strands of, I think this is actually a color 27 hair, and it was able to burn into ashes. As it was burning into these ashes, you will perceive the burn of maybe something like an animal, either an animal skin, say a goat's, goat's hair, or maybe a cow or something. But at least you perceive something in line with an animal. And we all know animals can also, they will be classified under mammals, right? And I have always once said that animal or human hair can actually be mixed in order to bring down the high cost of hair production, and it actually flows in well. So here is the burning test which I tried under my human hair, and it was able to burn with the smell I said it was able to give out, or it was able to emit alongside with the ash production. Then I proceeded to burning both the high temperature fiber and the synthetic normally. And as it was burning, one thing I noticed when the high temperature fiber was burning, it was actually forming a kind of an object. It coagulated, but then it didn't form ash, right? It formed a kind of a solid substance. But when I burnt, this is for the high temperature fiber, but when I burnt the pure synthetic one, as it was burning, I was perceiving the smell of a plastic. So here is just to differentiate to you the differences between the high temperature fiber and the normal lowest synthetic fiber hair, right? So the normal synthetic fiber hair, it burns with a plastic odor, while that of the HTF, which happens to be a premium or a higher or a more standard quality to the normal plastic fiber or synthetic fiber, actually burns, still forming objects like this, but hardly will you perceive anything. Do you understand? So that's it for burning of human hair, the burning of plastic, that synthetic fiber, and the burning of HTF. So before the video comes to an end, I will also bring to you the burning of blend hair, which is a combination of human or animal hair mixed with high temperature fiber. So that's all for the burning test. Then the next is the feeling test. When you feel a human hair tends to give you this silky, silky, soft feelings that makes it very much soothing, right? But when you feel a high temperature fiber, it also gives you this soft feeling, but more of a silky, semi-hard way, right? Semi-harder way, and shiny as well. But when you feel the texture of synthetic fibers, you feel this shiny and strong feel. I hope you can be able to differentiate these 3 things I just mentioned now, right? If you're unable to differentiate, then kindly rewind and give it a more listening ear so you will be able to understand what I said. Then the third one now is a kind of identification of the human hair through the presence of a light source. Light source here, I am not talking about the burning test that has got to do with flame. Rather, I am talking about a light source, right? So a light source can be maybe your bulb, right? It can be any atom of maybe power generator, anything that generates power. Just place your human hair under that light source and you'll be able to see a kind of a brownish look on them, right? Especially under the human hair, under the natural colors. You should be able to feel, no matter how dark that hair is, under the presence of a light source, you should be able to see the strands, giving you some kind of a brownish look. So I think with this basic test, I'm trying not to go much into details so that you will not end up being more confused than I expected you to be. All we are trying to do is just to give you a kind of a surface or a peripheral teaching. So you should be able to have 1 or 2 guides in knowing what your hairs are, differentiating your human hairs from your high temperature fibers, from your blend, and from your synthetics. I think that's all we have to do for now before we switch into the next topic for today. Thank you. Okay, hello, welcome back to our channels. So like we were saying before, as regards the burning test, we've already done the burning test for the human hair. We did for the HTF, we did for the synthetic, and now is for the blend. So these are part of the products I used in testing the blend. And see, and I think, I don't know whether the camera can capture it, I was able to get something. So what I actually noticed when I picked a few strands of this product, not so many. So I was just able to pull out just a little strand and I burnt. As it was burning, simply because it is blend, as we already know, I was perceiving the smell maybe of a burning animal, maybe an animal skin. So still indicating there were some elements of human hair joined with the high temperature fiber. So you see, permit me to also showcase to you this brand with this blend characteristics. You see, I think this is Clara, and I think it has a similitude of deep or bomis. Then this one has a similitude of pixie. So the pixie coil is there. Look at it. And I think this is also Clara, the one that looks like a deep or bomis coil. So you see, despite the fact it is blend, it's still able to have variations in colors and variations in styles. Taking a look further, I was able to observe something, that the hair itself was able to change from the little particle it was into a very solid state, right? Indicating that, and even with the smell alone, let us know that the elements of human hair there are well pronounced, right? Added with the HTF. In as much as it also formed a solid particle, just like the way the ordinary HTF did, but at least the element or the presence of the human hair there actually showed through the burning, still indicating a higher durability process when using the hair compared to maybe a normal HTF or the synthetic fiber. Thank you very much. If you find this video helpful, kindly share to your loved ones. We look forward to seeing you in our next class. Thanks and God bless.